Hi guys, welcome to my channel Roots for Software Engineer. In this video, I will discuss about prop.children concept. Okay. In previous video, we covered about the prop concept, and in this video, we'll cover about prop.children. Okay. Without let me take our React file. Okay. In this React file, first we'll go with the nodes. Call it as a prop.children. Okay, now prop.children concept. Okay, now first we'll take the definition. Okay, now what is the definition? Okay, let me write here. Okay, now the children. Okay, now the children children prop is a way to. Okay, now prop is a way to access and way to access and render way to access and render the render the inner content, or we can say as a nested components. Okay, now nested components. Okay, now that are nested components that are placed. Okay, now that are placed between. Okay, now the opening placed between the opening. Let me take here. Placed between the opening opening and opening and closing opening and closing tags of a custom component. Okay, now what is the definition? The children prop is a way to access and render the render the inner content, we can say as nested components that are placed between the opening and closing tags of our tags. Okay, tags of our now custom component. Okay, now this is the definition of our prop.children, and we'll go with the practical example for this one. Then first go with the parent. Okay, now where we need to create in our component folder, right? Then take one component folder, and inside take one file name as a prop. Okay, now children, then take it as a prop children parent. Okay, parent dot jsx. And for this one, first create one component. So how to create component? Import and react from the React library. Next, later on, go with one functional component, then take it as a function, and followed with the function component name as a parent prop. Okay, next inside take one. Okay, now return keyword, and in the return keyword I will follow as okay, let me take here. Okay, I will follow as one fragments, and in the fragments now here I will take. Okay, now parent elements. Okay, now how to take, look at here. Suppose I will consider first elements. Okay, now first I will take element as h1 and welcome to. Okay, now prop dot. Okay, now what is that? Children concept, right? Okay, now prop dot children. Okay, now prop dot children concept. Okay, next later on will follow another element. Suppose paragraph. In the paragraph lorem, suppose 8 words generated. Okay, now this is the elements. Okay, these elements I will wrap into the one parent, so that parent will consider as another what is it function of name. Okay, now what is that? Look at, then after completion of this one you can understand properly. Okay, now go with your component name as child prop dot j6. Okay, now inside here again create one functional component. Okay, next one consider function name as children. Okay, now parenthesis, if you want take it as first letter should be capital, right? Now let me take here children. Now children. Okay, and next after this one then go with as one return statement. And in the return statement, okay, now I will take it as one element, call it as div. Okay, and next what I will do, look at, now this one I need to do exporting, right? Then take it as export default. Okay, and what is the function name? Children. Okay, I need to use this one. Okay, I need to use this one inside of our parent. Okay, now how to do this one? Look at here, I will take it as importing statement of children. Next I will wrap my, okay, now what is it? Children here. Okay, now take here what is it? Children component, and inside wrap it. Okay, now these two are children components to the parent component, call it as children, and the children component we have here. Okay, and in this one then I will take here outside. Okay, then outside I will consider as one what is it? Element. Otherwise here itself I will wrap as props. Okay, I will wrap as props, and here inside I will take it as in the flower base prop dot. Okay, now what is it? Children. Okay, next after completion of this one we need to execute this one in the app.j6. Then take it as export default, and function name call it as a parent prop. Okay, then go with the app.j6, and in the app.j6 consider here import statement. And next what is a parent prop, and next utilize here parent prop. Okay, now utilize here what is it? uh, parent parent prop, where we have parent prop. Now it is not giving, right? Consider parent prop. Okay, and first go with this all the things as command line, because I don't want to observe this one output on my browser. Okay, now look at here whether it is giving on browser or not. To execute our file we need to go with the npm run div enter. Okay, it will generate one local url, then go with the value as wo enter. Okay, now what it is giving? It is not giving anything, huh? Okay, now let me check with the inspect. Okay, now console. Now it's not giving any output also, right? Then where we given mistake, once check it. Okay, first of all let me close all the things, take only what we required. App.j6 we required, and next we need children pro, as well as we need parent pro, right? Okay, now fine. Then how to take this one? Once again check it. Okay, children we used here. Okay, fine. And next we used in the child, right? Then where we have child element, child pro here, right? Okay, now children we given. Then go with the value as children 1. Then again check it here. Okay, it is giving p is not defined in the line number 15. Okay, fine. Okay, here I think capital letter, then go with the small. Yeah. Okay. Now we given mistake. What is it? Small capital letter instead of small letter. That's what it is not giving output. Okay. Now this is the concept called it as prop children. Okay. Now what is that? Look at here. Now first we created one. What is that parent, and we created one child. Okay. Now inside the child we need to wrap our parent of our children components. Okay. So this children components is possible to achieve it by using prop.children. So I given my children component name inside of this what is it children's. Okay, now for that one I given, and these two things I'm occupying inside of my children components of. Okay, now parameter, and next to that one I'm utilizing on the browser props.children. Now it is giving output as welcome to prop.children as well as some content. Okay, now this is the concept related to prop.children. Thank you guys. We'll meet again in next video. Bye guys.